Right, there we go, we're recording. I'll just quickly do the introduction again. Evening everybody, welcome to Critty Critty Bang Bang. What's happened live from this mental race? What was I saying? Oh yeah, I've not got a lot to talk about because I'm not prepared at all. I wasn't expecting to do this. I bowed to peer pressure from Darren Hunter basically. It's the only reason I'm doing this live. I think I've bored you all talking about the kits. So I'm not going to go on about that other than just to say, wow. I mean, even from early days of the shop being open, I was pretty taken aback by the popularity and the support that I was getting from all you guys. And then to close the shop today, I mean, put it this way, I think we'll be quite good friends with Primal going forward. I think on the next order, we might be strong enough to squeeze them a little bit in certain areas because that was just stunning. So thank you all so much. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Well, I've just seen someone's mentioned that I'm wearing the original kit tonight. Do you know why? I had to send one of my later kits to Primal so they could colour sample it. I've only got one other, and I forgot to wash it after Sunday's race. I wasn't putting that back on because that hummed horrible. So yeah, I've gone old school, back to the original W/KG jersey. Hang on, let me just turn this music down a bit more because it's actually annoying me. Yeah, anyway, that's enough kit talk. What have I got? 1 minute 50. I just saw a message from Mick Capel, who I referred to as Max in my last video. How did I possibly get your name wrong, Mick? I won't make that mistake again, promise. Looks like we've got another really good turnout. Let me just quickly shout off some names that are in this, are watching the stream. So we've got Darren Rayfield, Mr. Ringvisser, who I'll talk about in a moment. Darren Hunter, Noel McGrath, Neil Clampy's here, good. Mr. Roden, Sean Lowe, great to see you guys. Caroline Winters, Kenneth's here, Ian Elston, Ralph Aliash. I'm going to keep saying your surname because I think it's the only one I ever get right. Darren, Ian, Noel, usual suspects. Martin Meadows, great to see you, man. I'm having trouble scrolling down on the comments. Apparently I've got 13 more, but Noel McGrath said something about socks. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, I'm going to properly zip it just for a moment because we've got 45 seconds to the start of the race. Before that, I will say I've still not solved the shuttlecock mystery. Is anyone going to own up to having sent me these shuttlecocks? It genuinely will be really useful in an upcoming trip that I have planned. But it's just a really strange thing to get in the post. Alright, this will be interesting. Hey, Martin Prop's in the race. Good man. This will be interesting. So I'm on a bit of a run of half decent results and performances for me, so I'm keen to keep that up. But my legs are also a bit numb. Anyway, we are go. Have a good race, everyone. Jesus, no wonder it's lagging. There's 173 people here. Christ. Fantastic. Cheers, John, for the ride on. Oh, this is already too fast for me. I don't like it. Oh, this is definitely going to be harder to live commentate than a cat race. It's just too chaotic to take a breath. I've definitely gone off too fast as well. Tor's just ahead of me, Mr. Martinison. Cheers, just watching. I'm assuming that's what the J stood for in that name. Thanks for the ride on. Tor's now 5 seconds ahead of me, along with Darren Rayfield. Bugger. Alright, they're going to just vanish. Now as we come around the bend to complete one bloody lap. Why are my messages not scrolling? Come on, oh there we go. Hey, Rickard Johansson's here, Nadia Mentz is here. I'll try and go through the... Oh, everyone's gone. Or do I... Oh no, I just overtook someone. Oh wow. Right, someone who's not Ring Visser just gave me a ride on. You'll notice my name is Emil Ring Visser. It wasn't my idea. It was Paul, either Nichols or Bailey, I can't remember. We've got too many Pauls in the group. I need to start kicking some of them out. To be honest, on our special edition jersey, I could have just written Paul on the back. And that would have catered for most of the members. Anyway, I think it was Paul Nichols. To pay homage to one of our favourite Zwifters who's laid up with a bad ankle at the moment, Mr. Ring Visser, who is sorely missed from the league races, from these races. And he decided to whack the name in. So I've basically just copied him to make myself more popular. Mr. D, the Hoff. It's on my wheel. Bugger me, I'm sweating like an arse. Darren Hunter's asking for 280 watts for the whole race. If it was a 1 kilometre race, I still wouldn't be able to do it. Now obviously I'd like to keep hold of Keith here, but am I wasting energy trying to stay with Keith here? Oh no, Jamie Crocom's broken down, his motor's gone. Yeah, because Keith will smoke me at any point he wants to, really. So do I conserve myself now and hope to have a strong finish with probably with the group that's behind me, or do I carry on at this bloody pace? It's looking like I won't have a choice. I will try and go through some messages in a mo. I can see some there. Peter Wilson saying he should be in this race. Yep, he bloody should. So disappointed, Peter. Oh, look at the lag. This is just on my screen. I'm seeing this. This is Zwift lagging. Thank you, Keith, for the ride on. Can't find my mouse. Where is it? Where is Keith? There he is. Did I not get an aero just then? I'm sure I did. It's not showing. Maybe I accidentally used it while I was trying to give ride-ons. Cheers, Stuart, for the ride on. Mr. Elston, cheers, dude. Great to see you. Oh, I think I've buggered it. I think I've lost this group. Ah, shite. I can't push. Balls. That bunch has gone. Alright. Oh, there's only a couple of riders behind me. Then there's a gap of 40 seconds. Sugar. I didn't get a power up again. Mr. Standings here. Great to see you, man. Ralph Allez, is there a tactic to this or just flat out? I don't know. There probably is a tactic, but everyone just goes flat out. I certainly do for the first couple of laps. And then I just hang on, see what I can do. Oh, I can see Joel Walker. Actually, that's not Joel Walker. This is suddenly American after Brexit. Ah, someone shuttlecocks. Someone Scottish. Shuttlecocks. Just gave me a ride on. As well as Mr. Lovedale. Thanks, buddy. Scottish shuttlecocks. Neil Clamp's got a history of sending me random shite. Apart from Pookie, of course. Nothing random or shite about him. But he would be my first guess, usually, for who sent the shuttlecocks. But I think he already gave me a ride on as Neil Clamp, so I don't know. Yeah, this one, I don't think I'm going to live stream this one again. It's too hard to talk and race. I'm literally on my arse now. Thank you, Padron and Caroline, for the ride on. Peter Wilson got home at 6:14 apparently. I don't see what your problem is. Plenty of time. So the two D riders ahead of me are holding bloody good power. B Jackson in particular, 3.7 watts per kilogram for a D. I'm not saying anything more than that, just making an observation. Thank you, Giles Blundred. Great to see you, man. If it was anything other than a crit, I would have. Yeah, I get your point. Not easy to jump in on a race like this with none or little warm-up. That was Peter, by the way, that said that. Rink saying it's flat out, replying to Ralph Aliesh. Kev Stevens here, good to see you, man. Why do I keep scrolling this? The whole screen is scrolling upwards. Look. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get to the new comments. Thomas Reyes is here. Great to see you, Thomas. Oh, sugar, don't let this bunch go. I need to be with them. That's got Steve Newton, T. Van Carolill, M. Van Streen, K. Bud, M. Anderson, R. Martz. I need a bunch to work with. Here we go. That's better. Thomas Reyes, forgot all about this race. How dare you, Thomas? You should be kicked out of the group for that. Mainly because I could have done with your legs right now. Turn me around. Whoa, here come a load of bees slapping us. And A's. Jesus. Oh, it's so laggy. I wouldn't have a clue how to join onto a bunch here. Having all sorts of technical problems here. It's not lag on the stream. This is lag on the system, on Zwift. Maybe I'm going to have to turn the graphics level down for these races because they're so compressed with riders. That'd be a real shame. Alright, I'm in 1/11. Let's just stay here for a while. Ah, balls. Oh, there we go. Yeah, quite high numbers, Thomas. 173, correct. Absolutely awesome. Other than for my poor little MacBook. Darren Hunter, you need a new gaming PC? Yeah, I'll add it to the list of things I intend to spend all your kit money on. I've already put a deposit down on a car. The new 2020 model of Dobby. It's like a sort of aero track specific version. Roll cage, semi-slicks, adjustable suspension, but looks exactly the same. I even asked them to do it in that old rusty blue colour. So that's where most of the money's gone. Kev Stevens still knackered after the 4 horsemen. Yeah, it must have been really hard watching us ride and lifting your wine glass back down again. Which reminds me, Percy's still away, so it is my responsibility to do the points for the Sea Cat. Oh, it's like the good old, or bad old days, where I can't keep up with it. Bloody hell, this is all over the place. Thomas asking if I bought a Tesla. Kind of. Almost identical in every way. The new Tesla, is it the Model X? The big one. It's almost identical to Dobby. Just a couple of minor differences. But unless you're really into cars, you wouldn't even notice the difference. Does anyone know if it's possible to change your graphics resolution in-game whilst riding? I'm tempted to do it here. Just bring the settings down. I can't, this is what you're seeing in the stream, I'd imagine is very similar to what I'm seeing. Rink, thank you my friend. Yes, I can adjust graphics whilst riding. Right, here we go. Where is it? Here we go. I'll try 1080 to start off with. Doesn't seem to have made an awful lot of difference. Thank you, Monica Schlang from Zwift Insider for the ride on. Bloody hell, another fast group comes past me. Right, that hasn't done the job. I'm going down to 720 people, and back to the dark ages. Oh, now it's just pixelated and laggy. Christ, what's going on here? Darren Hunter, Dobby runs on 400 AA batteries. Very eco-friendly car. Kev Stephen. Simon Gregory's here, good to see you, man. Darren Hunter also saying that's the D's. Well, they just went past me. For crying out loud. This was your fault, Darren. Making me do a bloody live stream of this race. Doesn't work. Kev, your avatar seems to be going slow. Normal resolution, I suppose. I'm not even acknowledging that. Bring this, the stream doesn't look any different, no. Doesn't look any different on my screen either. Still jerking about all over the place. See, all this crap going on because of live streaming, I'm not able to really concentrate on who I'm really racing here, Obviously I'm not racing anyone in the top 110 positions, but the riders around me, like L. Kilgore, T. Van Carlil, M. Anderson, J. Strimling, they're my main race here. So I need to concentrate. I just hope some of the other guys start dropping off a little bit. Thomas pointing out that Kev's burns are brutal tonight. I'd expect nothing else. If he wasn't behaving like that, I'd assume someone had hacked his Facebook account. Hey, Noel McGrath crying out for a draft power up. This is bollocks. I'm going back to higher resolution because this makes no difference. Now it's just fuzzy as well. I'll go to 1080. As well as the points for C category, the other thing I forgot was obviously last time we did, what race was it? I think it was one of the Zwift HQ Crit City races, and whoever guessed my finishing time according to Zwift won the bobble hat. I forgot to tell Jason who that was, and now I've actually forgotten who that was. So I'm going to have to watch the old What's Happened and work out who the winner of that is. But since then, I think there's no disputing who the latest recipient should be. Nadja, the Nadjanator Mentz, the stunning performance in the Four Horsemen race. Cheers Frank Storley for the ride on. Good to see you, dude. Rick saying maybe the bit rate on the stream is too high. It could be, but would that affect Zwift's performance as well? Does that basically just put a strain on the whole system? So like I say, what I'm looking down at on the stream is pretty much the same as what I'm looking at on my big screen up there, which is just running Zwift straight off. That's probably it. I think Rink hit the nail on the head there. It's because I added that ridiculous name to mine. It's just like a curse. Thank you, N Diamond, for the ride on. I'm assuming that's Neil Diamond. Okay, what's Thomas saying? I'm also a bit tired after my own marathon this weekend. Been watching the entire season of a series. It's quite mentally hard and fattening. You're not going to tell us what series that was? Oh God, here come the age again. How have they done 5 kilometres more than me? Mr. Damon Bates is here. Great to see you, man, although I'm hugely embarrassed because you're like the streaming Buddha. And now you get to watch this choppy, jerky crap. Nadja Mentz, perfect timing showing up for the live stream. Always great to see you, Nadja. Your ears must have been burning. Darren Smith's just gone past me with Tor. They're both a lap ahead. God's sake. Oh, someone's crashed into the barrier there. Who was that? Someone in a team kit. No, just saying she will wear the beanie with pride. I always do with mine. It's my favourite hat. Okay, so it was Ragnarok was the series that Thomas was watching. It's Norwegian apparently. Might give that one a miss then. My Norwegian isn't as good as it used to be. So every time any other bikes come near me, the lag gets even worse on the game. Could it be that I need to clear out my fans so the cooling's better? I seem to remember doing something similar on my old MacBook and it made a difference. My house is incredibly dusty. It's an old building that we'd have to dust 6 or 7 times a day to keep it dust free. So it wouldn't surprise me if my MacBook's just clogged up with dust. Hey, Mr. McGrath. Hang on, why can I not see your name in the list? So I don't know, pardon me, I don't know distance-wise where you are. That's annoying. No sign of Mini McGrath yet then, I take it. I'm assuming you wouldn't be racing on Zwift if you just had a child. Ah, what's happened now? I'll tell you what though, the laps go quickly when you're chatting. I didn't even realise we were over halfway. That's excellent. Okay, Thomas Reyes, as far as I know they also had the audio in English. I think they did every scene in Norwegian and English. But the Norwegian English is so bad and he's embarrassed. Have you ever heard a Norwegian politician talk English? I'm not sure I have, but I'm going to have to try and find one on YouTube now. Just for shits and giggles. Darren Hunter, we've heard Tor speak English, I think. This is true. I like that I think at the end. Actually, Tor's English is pretty impressive. As is Velo Vikings. Do you know what? It's embarrassing. As an Englishman, every other country can speak English so well. I could do a smidgen of very broken French at best. Nothing outside of that. Oh, who's trying to call me? Oh, it's an 0800 number. No way I'm answering that. Ring Vista, did some Googling. Was your Mac in sleep mode before you started Zwifting? It may well have been, you know. Yeah, it's a good point. So I'm assuming it struggles to wake certain things up. If that's the case, I will look into that. Oh, thank you, Nadia. According to the companion app, Noel is on 17.3 kilometres, so, oh good, I am ahead of Mr. McGrath. I'll take it. Darren can speak English, American and Australian. I'll go one better than that. I can speak New Zealandish as well. I'll even have a crack at Scottish from time to time, much to Kev's amusement. I think Noel would deck me if I tried Irish. Ring Visser. Found a bug. Reboot. Alright, give me a minute. Oh bloody hell, I might need to now. I'm in amongst what looks like the other 172 riders all in one spot. Christ! Oh, that's Mr. D that's lapped me. I swear the Hoff gets younger every year. Okay, bad graphics after sleep mode. Okay, that makes sense. So I'm wondering if it puts it into the onboard graphics card as opposed to using the additional graphics processor that's in there. That'll go a long way to explaining why this is utter shite. I mean, look at this. Darren Smith, for once, has nothing to say, according to that comment that's just popped up on my screen. Come on, Darren, you can do better than that. Although I think I'd rather you didn't. Wow, Thomas. Norwegian, Swedish, English, Danish, and a bit of Spanish. Should actually be a lot of Spanish as I'm now married to one that speaks it natively. I don't know, I'd hang on to the fact that you don't understand her if I were you. That would come in very handy. Rink saying, even with these graphics, I'm faster than he is on the chair. Only marginally, I'd imagine, Rink. This possibly wasn't the best race to try and honour your name. Jane saying, Nadia's English is better than hers. That's so often the case as well. Non-native English speakers tend to speak proper English a lot better than us lazy Englishmen and women. Oh, Keith's riding with Mr. J Gorilla. Now I'm trying to see if that is just an information message from Keith, or if he's suggesting it's going to come back to be something to do with bananas. I'll hold back on commenting further on that. Darren Hunter wants a vlog of Jane's and Nadia's English. Yeah, come on you people. Put yourselves on camera a bit more often. I'll let you upload them on the WKG channel. You can start making it a proper team channel. Other people's vlogs. I know I can't do that now. I'm monetized. There's no way I'm sharing the $11.12 I made in January with anyone else. Martin Bjorkvik's here. Good to see you, my man. Thomas Raz, have you ever argued with a Spanish woman? You get killed if you don't respond. I'm not sure nationality has anything to do with that, Thomas. That seems to have been my experience with whatever women or men I've argued with. Lack of response is just a red rag to the bull. Hey, John Grasso's watching. Great to see you, John. Best wishes to yourself and Ardith, as always. Ah, yes, you're right, Keith. I think it used to be from the, when we used to do the Hare and Hounds and things like that with ZHR. Jay Gorilla was always a part of that. That was when I had a half a chance of keeping up with you guys for a, you know, half a race. I've just done a whole lap and wasted a feather that I've had chatting to you lot. Jane's saying no. I assume that is to the idea of vlogging. Go on, Jane. Thomas, hide the slippers before entering an argument. So funny. It must be an age thing, and the fact that I've been with Emma now for 25 years. But we were incredibly volatile early on in our relationship. I don't mind admitting I was a different person, bit of a dick, and before you all say it, I'll say it for you, even more of a dick than I am now, yes. Obviously we had kids very young, quite stressful first few years of our togetherness, but yeah, if we were going to get involved in any kind of argument, it was always best to prepare by putting on some kind of protective clothing, crash helmet, and then fill your pockets with whatever weapons you could find. We tend to go down that way. And in physical combat, Emma will kick my ass every day of the week. Thomas is hardly 25, crikey, so I've been with my wife as long as you've been alive. Wow, that does make me feel like a proper old codger. Thanks for that, Thomas. But no, I don't mind saying that old myth of life begins at 40 really held true for me. Probably because that's about the time I started cycling. And even my kids will tell you I'm a much nicer person than I was back then. Alright, so Darren always imagined I was a bit of a battered husband. Yeah, I was. I'm forever having to watch what I say and do. Make sure the house is tidy before she comes back from work. Hey, Ardith here as well. Yes, excellent to see you, Ardith. I'm always passing messages through John, so if you don't get them, go and batter John. It's his fault. But it's lovely to see you there in person, or as in person as it gets. Mr. Bailey's joined. Hang on, I think Paul Bailey was riding this, which means he's well and truly finished. Oh, that's it, I'm on my last lap. Bloody hell. Alright, I have Steve Newton. He's now my target for the finish. Beat Mr. Newton. I've got an aero as well. Brian Roden's finished. Thanking his lucky stars that he's still alive. So I'm actually fighting this whole bunch here. Up to A. Devlin. A. Devlin, Jay Walker, A. Scott, M. Anderson, myself, Steve Newton, and Strimling just behind us. So, this will be the sprint for the line, I would imagine. Cheers, Len, for the ride on. Always great to see you. Darren Rayfield's finished. Holy expletive is his message after finishing this race. Right, I'm just going to concentrate for a kilometre. Thank you, N. Yulin and Bolt Racing Team for the ride on. And Mr. Scramstad, good to see you, my man. Okay, Ring, this sprint's for you, buddy. Have I used my arrow? Don't tell me I have. I have no idea if I got him. No, I bloody didn't. 1/10. Christ. I think I accidentally used my arrow before I got there. I don't remember using it, but it wouldn't let me use it when I tried anyway. Flipping out. Okay, I came 104th. Let's see who won. Takes a long time to scroll up here. Oh my good God. So, M. Lind from Fusion beating off M. Mortensen by just under a second, and Yu Zenka rounding off the podium. Let's check out the B results. So we have G. O'Malley from El Slattery, from T. Froome, who was here last week as well, Chris's brother. Good job, guys. See Paul Bailey and Cassie Baldi getting in the top 10 there. Great stuff. All right, CCAT. Oh my God, I feel sick all of a sudden. I came 40 something anyway, 43rd. Brilliant. So we have CH absolutely disqualified. 5.4 watts per kilogram. Why? What's the point? Anyway. And then we have M. Mertz. So M. Mertz is the winner, followed by B. Ronnie. And then we've got Chris. Grip grab 4 watts per kilogram. I know it's that kind of race, but is that still over the top for to be considered a legitimate C race? Anyway, Mick Capel in the top 10 along with Jay Gorilla. Great stuff, guys. And Martin Mellows rounding off the top 10. Excellent stuff. Okay, D's. We have, right, ignoring AD, ignoring A. Fleischgarten. I'm going to ignore S. Wilson as well. Apologies, because you have a heart rate monitor and it's not huge power, but you know that's over top end CCAT power. So do I ignore Rivabella and Bettison and Gresenberg and Martial and Jackson? So D. Morel's the only one even remotely DCAT power. T. Van Carlil, nope. So I would say D. Morel for the win, Anderson second, and our very own Steve Newton rounding off the podium. I could get on my high horse about this, so I'm not going to bother. Everybody knows who should and shouldn't be there racing in those categories. Sadly, it's an occupational hazard, being an event organiser. You know these things are going to happen. One day, hopefully everyone will just grow up a little bit and move on to where they're supposed to be. Right, I'm not going to end this on a grumpy, moody note. I'm just going to thank everybody for joining the race. That was interesting. I didn't enjoy the race in the same way as I did the last one, and I definitely am not going to live stream this race again because they just don't work together very well. And the main problem obviously was my ridiculous lagginess. So apologies. I will put this on YouTube still, but it's not going to be much less laggy than this live stream was. But I'll put it on there just because all the other ones are there and it would annoy me if I was missing one out. Yeah, well, anyway, thank you everyone for racing. Thank you for watching. Thanks everyone that's in here. Let's have a look at the comments. Oh, I got some well done. Thank you guys. I'm not sure I deserve that. I mean, my sprint was all right, I suppose. So yes, going back to Kenneth Granstad saying nice. Go on, boss, from Paul Bailey. Will you be decategorised this year? Well, meaning like there isn't one low enough. To be honest, I'm probably like one pork pie away from being a legit decat. So maybe that's what I'll do. Darren Rayfield, it's been great watching this while taking part. Thanks, boss. Thank you, Darren, for racing. Excellent. Thank you for being here. Mike Pickering, get ready to sprint. And well done. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, I felt alright in that sprint. I'm gutted I didn't have my aero, because that, I think, would have made the difference over the guy ahead of me. Thank you, Kenny. Thank you, Brian. Martin Meadows, great race indeed. Really good fun. Yeah, John Eva Anderson, 5.4 in the sea. Don't even give him the airtime, John. It's just not worth it. That's what they do it for. I'm saying John. I'm assuming it's Yawn. Ardith, hello there across the sea. Great to see you, Ardith. Thomas Reyes, 440 watts for 36.5 minutes. Seems legit. Yeah. Again, I'm not going into that. Darren Smith's here. Good to see you, Darren. Great race, man. Well done. Bloody annoying watching you lapping me. That's not fun. I'm going to need to try and narrow that gap before we take on Bilak Nabar together. Darren Hunter, turn off the results for the next race. Make people use Zwift power. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Yes. Then I don't get any kind of recognition. Whoa, come on. What is... Ugh. Don't get any kind of recognition or airtime having cheated. Ian Elson, ouch. Time to soak with more Raudex. Yeah, sounds good to me. Nice Raudex bath. Oh, Raydox. No, I'm thinking Raudex. Although, you need to avoid certain areas with Raudex. I learnt from my footballing days. Ian Elston, BB all, which I think means bye-bye. Absolutely. I'm off as well. There we go. That was it. Not much chat other than mindless waffle during the race. Like I said, I didn't have much to report on, I don't think. And I've covered the fact that I've not done the hat, I've not done the scores. Yeah, I could go on for a while about the things I've not done that I need to do, but I will. I'm going to continue to investigate who sent me the shuttlecocks, and I will update you all. I'm sure you're all chomping at the bit to find out who that was.
Achoo!
Sorry about that horrendous noise.
Sorry.
That was like someone just got shot. That was actually Emma sneezing. Anyway, I'm going now. Thank you all so much. I'm going to go and have a beer or a wine and a bath, and I will see you all. Suck a pickled onion. For anyone that doesn't know what that's about, come on. Right, anyway, I'm going. Stop keeping me here. I'll see you all soon.